Stock sector recently caught up with Carl Schwartz, CEO of Skyline Medical, ticker symbol on the Nasdaq SKLN, as they were presenting at the Dawson James Securities' third annual Small Cap Growth Conference in Jupiter, Florida. Skyline Medical is the producer of the FDA-approved Streamway system for automated direct-to-drain medical fluid disposal for use in hospitals. Carl Schwartz, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Steve, and it's a pleasure to be here, and I appreciate you inviting me.
Now, Carl, can you tell me what problem the Streamway system solves?
Well, one of the biggest problems we have in hospitals today, and in fact it has been for some time, is infection control. The exposure to hospital personnel, to blood, irrigation fluids, gives them a chance for an infection, as well as the patient in the hospital. And our particular unit solves that problem, at least in the operating room and the surgical suite, interventional radiology, and the endoscopy suite. So from that standpoint, it is revolutionary in terms of eliminating the handling of infectious fluids by hospital personnel. Ours is a fully automated system that collects, measures, and disposes of the material without ever having the hospital personnel have to handle it. In essence, it's a fully enclosed system. We offer continuous suction and uninterrupted disposal so that it stops the real need for the hospital personnel to bag the material in the middle of an operation or change a canister because it's full.
How big of a problem is this? How have hospitals been dealing with medical fluids?
They have in the past. There have been three basic methods for dealing with hospital fluids. That's canisters, what they call cart-based systems, and of course our wall-mounted direct-to-drain. The problem with canisters, they're a limited size, so in operations where there are a large amount of fluid that is being taken, whether it be in an operation or in the interventional radiology suite, these canisters have to be changed all the time, forcing workers to deal with this problem and running the risk of exposure to these fluids. In the cart-based system, they have to wheel these carts in and out of the operating room as they fill up, which obviously opens the operating room door, which creates an avenue for infectious materials. And it also, the cart itself will bring bacteria into the operating room as they're moved in and out. So therefore, our solution is a wall-mounted unit. Another problem that the hospital has is when workers are exposed to infectious fluids through a spill, a needle stick, it is a real problem for them. They have to go follow a protocol that for the employee affected. They have to report the incident to their insurance, which increases their costs. There's also psychological trauma potentially to the hospital worker because some of these infectious fluids are serious. So we eliminate that, which we think is a major asset to the system. The hospital personnel do not come in contact with fluids when they use our system. It takes it from the patient to the wall to the drain. Simple but effective.
Now, who had the idea for Streamway, and how did you develop it?
Streamway was invented in-house a number of years ago and slowly refined as we went forward. So it was basically a homegrown invention, grown to this point. And it is, we've obviously refined it. We're refining it again. But it does what it's supposed to do, which is keep fluids away from the hospital personnel, and for that matter, keep fluids away from the patient.
Okay, so describe to me how it works.
The Streamway system is wall-mounted, direct-to-drain, and it's connected to the medical facilities vacuum system. It can be turned on and off through a screen, a video screen, and they can set the amount of fluid they want to be extracted in cases such as the endoscopy suite, or it can be continuous in the case of an operating room. And it's drawn into the Streamway system, the fluid, and it is weighed, and then it is dispensed into the drain. And so it keeps an accurate record. We have a filter goes through which tends to pick up all the excess debris that we don't want to go through the system. And then when it's done, the machine will ask to be cleaned, and we have a solution that is added to the machine. And it takes about 2 or 3 minutes, and it cleans the machine, and then it's ready for the next use. So it reduces the time interval between operations, which obviously for the hospital is an advantage because time is money. And again, her hospital personnel don't come in contact with the fluid. In some suites where in endoscopy or interventional radiology where the patient may be sitting there and they're removing fluid, the patient can actually look at the machine and follow it because the amount of fluid removed has been set. And they can watch as it clicks down until it ends, and they can tell when they're going to finish their procedure, which they happen to like.
What benefits do hospitals and medical centers report from using the system?
We've had a number of white papers that have been done on our device, and it has shown that there is a cost savings. It reduces the overall cost of the hospital. The users have been able to focus on what they want to focus on, which is the operation, and not have to focus on removal of material. So, and the cost savings have been quantifiable. And as I said, we have white papers to show it.
All right. How many have you sold? What is the potential for growth?
We've sold well over 100 units. And the potential for growth, obviously, is unlimited. There's probably 40 to 60,000 hospital health and healthcare facilities in the country. And there obviously, all of them are potential candidates for our products. In addition, we have international response. We've sent out queries, and we've gotten back several requests to be distributors of our product, and we've signed up people in Australia, Canada, Switzerland, and we have someone in Qatar who is interested, and so we're expanding it rapidly internationally as well as nationally.
Finally, why should investors be interested in Skyline?
We believe that we have a great product that's been tested, proved to be effective. We have a stock that's been in the market for a long time, has a good base, its liquidity is solid. It is a safe investment, we believe, for investors.
Carl, I want to thank you for being with us today, and we're going to keep our eye on your company.
Thank you, Steve, for having me.